Hello! Hi!
Konnichiwa.
Magandang araw!
Mayong buntag.
Mga unata! Wait, no. Assalamu alaikum to all of you. I'm Kevin Lau, and I'm Christian, along with our field agent Andy Johan Calderon, and welcome to Y.O.L.O Moroccan Travel Agency. Today, we will be presenting to you one of the most exotic places on the planet. We give you Morocco. Assalamu alaikum. That's peace be with you in their language, Moroccan Arabic or Darija. But that's also interchangeable for hello. Morocco, a country in North Africa that borders the ocean of the Atlantic and the Mediterranean Sea. It is distinguished by their cultural influence from Berber, Arabia, and Europe. Now you might be thinking, what's so special about Morocco? It doesn't have the grandiose vibe of Las Vegas or the tropical paradise feels of Hawaii. So why come here? Well, fame and 5-star ratings aren't always the way to know if a destination is good or not. Sometimes you just gotta jump right in and experience it yourself.
The country is rich in agricultural resources as well as phosphate and minerals. And would you know, one of the biggest revenue source of the country economy is tourism, and the capital of the North American land is Rabat. The city resides along the coastline of Bourigues River and the Atlantic Ocean. It's known for landmarks that speak to its Islamic and French colonial heritage, including the Kasbah of Odayas. This Berber era royal fort is surrounded by French Guardian design and overlooks the ocean. The city's iconic Hassan Tower, a 12th century minaret, soars above the ruins of mosques.
As people have said, money can buy happiness, but those people are probably just too lazy to find hard-earned cash and enjoy the reaping of their hard work, like go on an adventurous vacation to Morocco. And with that said, the local currency of the country is Moroccan dirham. In the current exchange rate, 1 Moroccan dirham is equivalent to 5.28 Philippine peso. So make sure to bring enough cash to exchange with so you'll have no problems enjoying your trip here.
The main religion of Morocco is Islam, which is state in religion. Freedom of religious belief isn't always guaranteed to all. Officially, 99% of the population are Muslim. Virtually all of those are Sunni. Islam reached Morocco in 680th century, taken to the country by the Arab Umayyad dynasty of Damascus. The first Islamic dynasty of rule Morocco were the Idrises, who were of the Jaidi Shia school. Article 6 of Moroccan Constitution states that Islam is the official religion of state. The King of Morocco claims his legitimacy that descendants of the Islamic prophet Muhammad.
Religion has always been a crucial part of our society's culture. Even if we have differing beliefs and backgrounds, we should all respect each of it, and through that, we can learn something from each other. All the more reasons to visit Morocco. Speaking of reasons to visit, what's a trip without having to look forward to where you're heading? So, let me introduce to you the tourist hotspot of Morocco. City El Batcher Beach. If you're not into the holiday club atmosphere, don't worry. You can go on the beach of City El Batcher, a small cove of white sand outside of Sadia, unspoiled and nestled at the foot of a breathtaking cliff. Far away from the tourist bustle, you can enjoy a swim in the crystal clear water and also meet the locals. Okaimeden Ski Resort. Snow is not a weather condition that many of us normally associate with Africa. But despite this, several African nations regularly see snow each winter. Often, the snow isn't deep enough for extreme sports like skiing and snowboarding. However, there are 3 countries on the African continent that do have their own ski resorts. The picturesque village of Okaimeden is located 49 miles or approximately 78 kilometers south of Marrakesh in the heart of the high Atlas Mountains. The village is perched at 8,530 feet or 2,600 meters, while the winter sport area clings to the edge of Jebel Arar Mountain and has a maximum elevation of 10,603 feet or 3,232 meters. Erchebi's Dunes. To see Morocco's Sahara dune fields, you need to head east of the High Atlas Mine to the far eastern desert region that sits near the border of Algeria. The most popular destination for grand and rippling sand dunes is Erchebi. This is prime territory for dune surfing, four-wheel drive dune dashing, and sunrise and sunset camel trekking. Usually combined with an overnight stay in a tented desert camp right amid the dune field. Simply sitting amid the sand dune splendor and experiencing the star-filled Sahara sky at night is worthy enough of the long journey it takes to get there. Fes El Bali. Along with Marrakesh, Fes is Morocco's other big cultural destination. Compared to its sister imperial city to the south, Fes is much less gentrified. The Medina here, called Fes El Bali, is a maze of skinny back alleyways where it's near impossible to not get lost. Amid the Sogs area, you'll find the tanneries, where the huge vats of colored dyes are one of the city's most iconic sights, as well as the city's artisan heritage, with the Sog streets full to the brim with traditional handicrafts and the scatter of palaces and monuments hidden amid the twisting streets. The main attraction of Fes El Bali is simply heading out on aimless wonders amid the lanes. And speaking of Marrakesh, we give you Marrakesh Medina. The bustling and vibrant buzz of Marrakesh Medina sums up Morocco for many visitors and is a major tourist attraction. The old city is entered from the vast plaza of Jema El Fana Square, where it seems half the city converges throughout the day and into the evening to hang out with the stall vendors, traditional musicians, snake charmers, and random acrobats. Once inside the Medina itself, you enter a world of maze-like alleyways and shopkeeper hustles. It's an experience full of colorful and noisy local life and not to be missed on your Moroccan sightseeing trails. The joy of a celebration isn't in the reason of having something to celebrate about, but rather in the laughs, talks, and memorable moments you make with your loved ones during said times. As such, Morocco and its people do all they can to make sure they have a good time every festival. Almond Blossom Festival. The Almond Blossom Festival is held in Tafrot to honor the transformation of the landscape during the annual blooming of almond tree flowers, as well as the cultural traditions of the Amazigh or Berber folks who live here. Visit this tiny town for musical and cultural performances, Amazigh hospitality, and some very creative recipes involving almonds, usually held in the second week of February.
The heart of tourism has been, and always will be, the eye-catching landmarks. The world has been stored, and Morocco does not fail to deliver when it comes to getting visitors to be in sheer amazement.
Eid al-Fitr. While technically a part of Ramadan, Eid al-Fitr deserves its own mention as the incredible feasting party that concludes the Islamic holy month and breaks the fast for good. While many businesses will be closed, try and score an invite to a family or community gathering for a unique party. And lastly, Eid al-Adha. This 4-day Islamic celebration commemorates the willingness of Abraham to sacrifice his son to God and begins with the ceremonial slaughter of a goat or sheep. This is followed by a few days of feasting and partying among friends and family. If you travel during this period, you'll likely be invited to share in the elaborate meals and festivals with locals. And so that about sums up all the reason to choose Morocco as your next dream destination. If you want more information about Morocco, you can go to our website at Y.O.L.O.Morocco.com.moro. And if you're planning to go there or if you're already there, please don't be shy to tag us in any of your social media platforms. Again, this has been Kevin Lau, and I'm Christian, along with our field reporter Andy Yohan Calderon with Y.O.L.O Morocco Travel Agency. Stay safe and have a great day. Bye!